welcome to the daily English news program on Azerbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Cindy. On April 6, one-on-one meeting was held between President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, who is on a working visit to Brussels, and President of the European Council, Charles Michel. President of the European Council, Charles Michel, welcomed President Ilham Aliyev. They then posed for photos. During the meeting, the head of state praised the contribution of President of the Council of the European Union, Charles Michel, to the normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan during the post-conflict period, and stressed the importance of the Brussels peace agenda set at a trilateral meeting in December last year. President Ilham Aliyev expressed hope that today's trilateral meeting, with the participation of Armenia as a continuation of the Brussels peace agenda, will be fruitful. President of the Council of the European Union, Charles Michel, stressed the importance of the dialogue between Armenia and Azerbaijan in this context. He praised Azerbaijan's role in Europe's energy security. Issues on the bilateral agenda between the European Union and Azerbaijan were discussed at the meeting, and it was noted that cooperation was developing dynamically in various directions. During the meeting, the sides exchanged views on other issues of mutual interest, including regional security. On April 6, a meeting of President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, with President of the European Council, Charles Michel, and Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan, in the format of a working dinner, was held in Brussels. On April 6, President of the European Council, Charles Michel, made a statement and answered journalists' questions following a trilateral meeting in Brussels with President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, and Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, Nikol Pashinyan.
Hello, good evening. We just had an excellent and very productive meeting with President Aliyev and Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan. For the EU, the stability, the security, the prosperity in the South Caucasus is extremely important. That's why we are engaged in order to support all the positive efforts, in order to support also the confidence-building measures, and we made tonight a lot of progress. It means that we have decided all together to launch a concrete process for peace talks in order to prepare a possible peace treaty and to address all the necessary elements for such a treaty. We've also agreed on a working group, a joint committee, in order to address the delimitation questions, which are sensitive questions, and I'm confident that in the following weeks we'll maintain a very strong channel of communication, of coordination, in order to be able to review the progress that will be made in the following weeks.
Mr. President, what do you think? How long can it take to sign a treaty?
It's difficult to predict, but I felt in December, when we have the first meeting in Brussels in person with both leaders, that there was an interesting step made, because there was this occasion to listen to each other, to understand better what are the concerns, what are the priorities, what are also the sensitive topics on both sides. This was the first important element. In the meantime, I had on a regular basis phone calls with both leaders. We prepared a lot in the right direction. It doesn't mean that everything is solved, of course, but it means that we made progress because we understand better what are the possible elements in order to converge, in order to be able to reach, I hope as soon as possible, a sustainable agreement in order to guarantee peace, security and stability in all that region. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
joint meeting in Brussels with the President of Azerbaijan, President of the European Council and the Prime Minister of Armenia, from the political viewpoint, can be assessed as another step towards achievement of positive results, reflecting national interests of our country. On present negotiations, as during 3 previous meetings, the official Baku underlines the necessity to resolve such issues as delimitation and demarcation of borders between the two countries, signing of a peace agreement, demining of the liberated territories, as well as implementation of provisions arising from the November 10th statement. The Brussels meeting, posing great significance for the future fate of the region, was anticipated not only in Azerbaijan and Armenia, but on the West and around the world. It seems that the European Union is interested in establishment of a joint platform of economic cooperation in the South Caucasus. Brussels assesses that the opening of communications in the South Caucasus as soon as possible, alongside prosperity of peoples of the region, can contribute to energy security of the European continent. As a result of the 4.5-hour trilateral meeting, Charles Michel reaffirmed the beginning of negotiations on a peace agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan. This means that adopting of the proposal put forward by Azerbaijan, which includes 5 principles, and negotiations based on them. The main point in the document, which does not mention the term Nagorno-Karabakh and the reference to a relic of the past, the institution of the OSCE Minsk Group co-chairs, is the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. It should be noted that with the support of the European Union, a new mechanism and format of direct talks between Armenia and Azerbaijan, aiming first of all to normalize relations between the two countries, is being formed. Brussels is well aware that the path to stability in the South Caucasus begins with the settlement of relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Therefore, while increasing attention to the solution of the problem, the European Union with the same eagerness seeks to create an atmosphere of trust between official Baku and Yerevan. It is possible that the meetings held in the last 3 months served this purpose. The reality is that Azerbaijan seeks to establish mutually beneficial economic, trade, and cultural ties between countries and peoples in the region. The way to achieve this goal also depends on the position taken by the opposite side, the government of Armenia. Demonstrating political will, Yerevan must agree to Azerbaijan's fair proposals based on international law, renounce unfounded claims, and not hinder the stability and development of the region. Azerbaijan army positions in the direction of Tovuz region were subjected to fire. In the evening of April 6, the Armenian Armed Forces units, using various caliber weapons, subjected to fire the positions of the Azerbaijan army in the direction of Agdam settlement of Tovuz district from the positions of the state border in Murusurskan settlement of Tovuz-Gala district. The conditions in the newly constructed administrative building of the Combat Arms Training Center of the Land Forces, as well as the work done in the field of training, were inspected. The necessary infrastructure to develop combat readiness and tactical special skills of servicemen to be involved in training sessions has been created at the center, adapted close to the real combat conditions. The exemplary performances of servicemen were observed at the training center of the military unit located in Kelbecer district. It was noted that the military personnel is trained in shooting and mountain exercises, as well as crossing various obstacles and other activities. Minister of Defense Zakir Hasanov assessed the combat readiness and moral psychological state of the military personnel and brought to their attention the tasks assigned to the Azerbaijan army by the President of Azerbaijan, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Ilham Aliyev. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.